On this episode of Hot Rod Garage, our little pony hits the track. Welcome back to Hot Rod Garage. I'm Tony Angelo. We've got my buddy Jimmy Caldwell in again. He is filling in for our dude Lucky Costa, who is continuing his COVID-19 recovery. The news is all really good. Lucky is out on the street. He's back on his feet. He's feeling good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We're stoked to have him back soon. We like you.
Yeah.
We like him more.
So I've heard.
For now, Jimmy is going to do all the heavy lifting and turn all the big wrenches for us. What we're working on today, it's our 2004 Mustang GT we picked up pretty cheap. It's got a quick and dirty respray on it, $3,500, got us a 4.6 V8, 5-speed car, 8.8 rear. It's a pretty good package for the money. We bought it with the 4.6 making little baby horsepower. 200 and who cares horsepower. But what we did is we spent one episode putting the cool grill and front end on it, Cobra brakes, all the suspension arms, BC coilovers, these sweet RTR wheels, redid the seats, made it decent, took it to the mountain. It was fun, but underwhelming power-wise. We made it better in episode 2 because we crammed in a 2015 Coyote motor from a truck. It makes about 400 horsepower now. These are killer motors, but it's 32 valve, 4 camshafts. It's a ton of engine. What we're going to do is to turn it into like a weekend road race warrior. Something that will put down serious lap times, be fun to drive, but we can still take out on the street and cruise around. So Ford essentially did not change the suspension design on the Mustang since about 1979 through this 04 model. The front is decent. It's a McPherson strut with a rack and pinion steering setup. The back is what they call a triangulated 4-link, and it's all right.
Those are okay setups. It's street-wise, it's like what's in a lot of old cars.
Yeah, Chevelles, A-body, GM stuff, they were doing this in the 60s.
You're not gonna get on track and like lay down some serious stuff with it in stock formation though.
Yeah. The rear is gonna hold us back much more on the track than the front, so that's where we're gonna focus most of our attention this week. Now, I'm not saying that the rear suspension here, this 4-link, isn't a huge improvement from the earlier Leachman cars, because it is. It's better wheel control, truer geometry as it moves, less wheel hop. All that stuff is true, but the issue with it is that when you really try to push this car, the rear suspension is going to essentially just give up on you.
So to save cost, they triangulated the 4 links instead of having to put a Panhard or Watts link in, and that is where the limitations come into play. When this car rolls over into a corner, the arms are gonna bind because they're going on different planes, and it's like basically running into like a completely solid spring. That's when the car is gonna probably do abrupt and uncontrollable things, and you'll find yourself on the internet.
The plan now to fix all of the headache in this rear suspension is to install a Griggs Racing torque arm setup. If you ditch those upper arms, we're gonna add this giant torque arm that works as a 3rd link that will control movement front to back, and then we're gonna add a Watts link that will control side-to-side movement. Watts link will live here with a short extended arm on the top and the bottom. Articulation will be great. Pinion roll will be great because that arm is so very long, and it's going to be awesome at putting power down. And it's gonna be bad at murdering innocent bystanders. So it's gonna be great.
Ew. Fresh honey. Anybody have any toast?
Step 1 is just gonna be get all the fluid out of this thing so we can work with it. We're gonna pull the springs out of it so we can set it at ride height, and we're gonna pull the exhaust on it because there's like slim to no chance it's all gonna fit together.
Yeah?
Sweet, got it?
I knew we could cheat it.
We did it!
Good.
Good?
Yes, sir.
All right, we dropped the springs out, so now I can lower this thing where I want it, which is 13.5 inches from the fender to the center of the axle tube. We're calling that ride height.
Nailed it.
Pretty good, it's pretty good. We're gonna put in these Steeda weld-in subframe connectors. Essentially, it's these 2 frame rails that will connect the front frame rail to the back of the car, because in a unibody car, essentially there's like this big gap, and this connects the 2 subframes. They also have these braces that we will weld in and bolt in underneath the seat for more chassis stiffening, and these are just some plates for the back where the lower arm attaches, just to give you a nice place to weld to the subframe connectors. The car will be much stiffer, and it will give us a place, most importantly, to weld in our crossmember for that torque arm.
I'm gonna make sparks now.
Boom.
Weld-in subframe connectors are in. We got them all ground out. We're gonna tack them, burn them in. Tony's doing the left side, I'm doing the right. It doesn't really matter because we both are terrible welders. Ow, it burns. That's definitely a hole in this new shirt. And this is certainly gonna be much stiffer than it was before we put these braces in.
This is the Griggs Racing torque arm setup. This is the torque arm itself. Essentially, it bolts to the bottom of the axle via this sandwich plate that goes between the diff cover and the axle itself, and these two bolts that go up and grab the center section.
Then,
tell them about the front,
front
Jimmy.
side. Bushing to either side. This is gonna connect to our subframe connectors.
Once that's all in, essentially the whole thing will pivot off this super long arm. We can ditch the upper arms, and then we will have full articulation, great rear end control, and a car that wants to do wheelies at a turn.
I hope it does.
It's gonna jam. So now that we have the subframe connectors welded in, the next step is to start fitting the torque arm and figure out where the cross member is going to go. It's going to be welded between those subframe connectors and give you that front pivot point for this giant torque arm. So we drilled out the holes to where they need to be in this cast iron axle housing, which means now we can properly bolt up our torque arm. We're just going to snug everything in place. This is the crossmember that is going to attach to the torque arm via this rubber pivot situation that we've got going on. And now we're gonna essentially weld in this crossmember, and we realize that it's going to run into the seatbelt supports, so we're gonna cut a slot in those and try to fit them right in there and then weld everything back together.
Cool. It's not bad, huh?
All right, do it up, son.
Hey, let's blow some more holes in our shirts. When having a weld competition, don't let the competitor do your prep work.
I looked right at it.
Yeah, it's nice,
Like a
right?
dog.
It's beautiful.
Oh, what's that? It's cool.
Nail it. Ah, you're too slow. It worked.
All right, so here's how this works. These two cones and this sleeve are going to isolate and allow this thing to rotate. And then the idea is that these cones are gonna compress enough to get rid of a lot of the space around that sleeve and tighten everything up. All right, we're happy with this mock-up. So we've got the Griggs Racing torque arm stuff all removed because we're gonna send our 8.8 rear end over to our buddy Frank at South Bay Truck and 4x4. Since it's got 170K on it, we're gonna do bearings and seals and make sure everything is dialed in for the long haul. So let's just lift it up. Can somebody lift this car up?
I got you, buddy.
Lucky!
Hey. That looks heavy.
It is heavy.
Nice.
What up, dude?
I had to get over here.
How you feeling?
I had to get over here and check on my guys. The kids are good. Nice, nice. Yeah, there we go. How are you, bro? You've been chopping it up, throwing sparks.
Dude,
Nice. Cool. All right, buddy. What's up?
come here.
How are you, man?
Great to see you.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Jimmy,
I seen you on TV
Lucky.
before.
Damn,
Cool.
I'm your stunt double.
Oh, cool. I think I've been working out.
how you feeling?
Good. Feeling a lot better.
Upright, walking around.
I am the antibody,
Nice.
but still there. Just saying.
That's why your power comes
Yeah,
from.
exactly,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
good. You ready to work? You want to work on this Mustang?
Oh, I actually have a doctor's note specifically says I cannot work on. Actually, I think I'm a little too close to it.
But you'll be here next time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're going to do Crown Hick,
I do like the Crown Hick.
forged motor. We're going to put on the smallest supercharger pulley we can find, get the boost to 1 million, and then, see what happens.
Daily driver.
Yeah, perfect. well,
Thank you very much.
Get fully
Thank
rested.
you very much.
Thanks.
And we will see this dude back in the Hot Rod Garage for real next time.
Cookie break.
All right, buddy. Our Mustang is back on the ground. We've got the rear end all dialed in here.
No, it's not.
Okay, all right, no, it's not. It's not. We're sitting on some milk crates in the back here. Here is the deal about being in a fun road race car. You want a seat that's gonna keep you in position. These are not that.
Not that.
And another thing is you want everything you put your hands and your feet on and your butt in to feel good. So we're gonna do a cool steering wheel. We're gonna do a killer set of Corbeau seats. And just to keep us safe, we're gonna do harnesses and a harness bar.
Like a real harness, like 5-point, not a seat belt.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, we don't have wheels. Don't have any wheels.
No, there's no wheels.
We're gonna install this, which is a Corbeau harness bar. This stuff all came from our boys at Steeda. This is a great thing for like a street/track car. If you don't want to commit to a full roll cage, this is still way better because it lets you run a proper harness, which is going to really up the safety level over regular seatbelts.
Sliders are on. These beautiful Corbeau seats. Does look like they're gonna line up perfectly.
So I just lowered myself into our Corbeau RRB seats for the first time, and these things feel incredible. It's a reclinable seat, but it's still very racy. It's got provisions for a 4-point harness. It feels awesome. I cannot budge. They're still on sliders, so different people can drive the car.
Look at these things.
These things are sick. Corbeau harnesses, Corbeau sliders, Corbeau harness bar, and Corbeau seats. We have to go to a proper coil spring overshock setup for the back of this car because the lower arms have nowhere to put the spring anymore, and this is actually a much more trick setup anyway. We have these QA1s that we actually just pieced together out of stuff we had laying
it's
around.
pretty awesome. Threw a spherical in that we happen to find.
Yeah.
These clevises that is the perfect bolt size to fit it. It's awesome.
So we're just gonna toss in these clevis mount, bolt that right up into the car, and then it will accept the top of the shock. All right, dude.
Nice.
The shock, man.
130 foot-pounds.
Ugh. Axle just showed back up. Our buddy Frank at South Bay Truck and 4x4 installed an Eaton clutch-type limited slip differential, as well as new bearings and all new seals. So this thing is ready to rock. All right, it's time to put this sandwich finally together. All right, here we go. We're gonna make this sandwich. Bring it in.
There's gonna be a lot of oohs and goos from this bad boy.
All right, the next thing we're gonna do is install the Watts Link center plate.
Give it to it. Show that bull who's boss.
No! Done. All right, I'm gonna install the Watts pivot here, and essentially, we're gonna snap this bad boy into place. Got the blue Loctite on everything. This is the main pivot, just a nice big hardened bolt. Time for the final install. So we're gonna bring it in, start connecting everything, and we should hopefully have this done today.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, here it is.
All right, so what we ran on the car last time are these Lakewood polyurethane box tube arms, stock style, just with
Coil
essentially
spring on the arm.
Yeah, just essentially stiffer with a better bushing. And what we're gonna run now, and this is another reason why this thing's gonna articulate so well, are these proper rod end units from the guys at Griggs. And this will just let the thing go wherever it needs. And that side to side and front to back motion will be controlled by the torque arm and the Watts Link.
Nuts on the outer.
Look at that movement.
It's like every direction.
Connect these dudes. There you go. All right, this is the final installation of this big old torque arm from Griggs. We're gonna bolt it to the sandwich plate and the front of the axle housing. And then the back of it will bolt to this cross member that we welded in place. So there it is, one Griggs Racing torque arm system fully installed. Oh, it looks awesome, I'm stoked.
The time has come. The Watts Link mounting bracket is going in.
So it has these two brackets coming off of it. There will be a lower arm and an upper arm. They will both connect to the Watts Link and allow it to control that movement left or right throughout the stroke. But first, we've got to weld it in strong.
Make it stick.
It's stuck.
Oh, burns.
I love it. Putting these Watts links in. So we've got the entire Griggs rear suspension system in. So what I want to do, and I'm pumped about this, is raise it up and down. We'll watch that watch link work and just see what this thing can do as far as articulations. All right, raise it up. Let's move it around. Yeah, see that?
Oh, got heavy.
No binding, though. That's sick. Totally controlled, zero slop. It's going to work awesome. We are all done in the back of this Mustang. It's got the Griggs Racing Watts link. We did QA1 coilovers that are dual adjustable. It's got that Eaton differential in there and that refreshed rear end. This whole thing is awesome. And just feeling the way it moves, I cannot wait to drive this thing.
I don't even know what to think about it.
Wow, that's it for today. It's a whole new day here. We've got a couple of things left to button up. We want to get this front end working a little bit better. When we put the Coyote motor in, which is honestly massive, Goliath, that thing is monstrous. We did not put a front sway bar in, so we're gonna get that in there. You need a sway bar for racing, obviously to control the body roll. We've got some bump steer tie rods. When your car's super low, it'll screw that geometry up. We've got a way to fix that. And we're gonna try to toss the exhaust on because we totally forgot about that.
Well,
Start there and get as much stuff as we can get done, and then we're gonna get out to the alignment shop, get this thing dialed in, and hit the track. There is zero chance we're gonna have tailpipes. For now, let's just turn them down. So when you start lowering your car a ton, all of the geometry for the suspension and steering goes super out of whack because the car's not designed to be that low. And what you want to do is there's a bunch of different ways to correct that stuff. One way for your steering, and you want your tie rods about level on a rack car at ride height, and you can see even fully drooped out, these are pointed up, and it's only gonna get worse as the car hits the ground. So what we have here are bump steer tie rods, and essentially this will bolt right back into the spindle, and using different sets of spacers, you can lower the tie rod pickup till it's just about level. Great stuff, everybody. This thing looks sweet. Anytime you're going serious handling, you want a good size front sway bar on there to keep the body rolled down, keep the car controlled, and adds a ton of grip to that outside wheel. These are offset bushings. They're gonna lower that bar so that hopefully it'll fit because this giant engine has oil filter in the way, AC compressor, which believe it or not is still on there, and just a bunch of other things that were keeping us from putting the sway bar on there. We've got that Steeda front sway bar on the car now with the bump steer tie rod, so the front end is basically done. We're just gonna toss it on the ground, ballpark the toe so we can drive it over to the alignment shop and get this thing all set up.
I'm gonna be pulling off this steering wheel, the factory airbag, giant, stupid one. Putting on the adapter. Tony's setting up the new steering wheel with the quick change. I think it's a Grip Royal. Looks awesome. Tight on the taper, done. All right, get that bad boy on there.
That's it.
Look at that, woo!
All right, that's it. Our Mustang is all back together and on the ground. This thing is now gonna go off to alignment, get corner balanced, aligned, dialed in, and the next time you see this car, we will be at the racetrack.
Can't wait.
Hop in. Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Later, suckers.
All right, let's party.
We are here at the fastest road in the West, Willow Springs International Raceway. This place rules. We're here with Topac Racing on a regular track day. We're just gonna go out there and mix it up and see if we can't hang. We've got our 04 GT Mustang fully dialed in. It's been corner balanced, it's been aligned. The Watts link is set up. The Griggs torque arm is on there. We've got our seats, we've got the wheel. We threw some Falcon 660 tires on there, and now it is time to hit the track. They threw us in like the Top Gun group. So out there, I've already seen Porsches with roll cages and dudes wearing race suits.
15 S2000s.
A lot of S2000s on like slick or semi-slick tires. We know this car's probably not perfect right out of the box, but we're gonna try to make it better throughout the day and leave with it in one piece. That's the goal.
That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, all right.
Every time.
Let's hit it. All right. Our 2004 Mustang is ready to rip. So we're gonna take it easy on lap 1. We'll probably take it pretty easy this whole session. We got a few sessions today.
This thing sounds good. All right, just pacing them off.
So warm up lap. Those boys look like they're going pretty fast on the warm up.
Yeah, right? Oh,
Go.
something's happened. Let's go.
Right.
All right. I'm glad you're driving first. I get to learn a little bit.
Yeah, you're welcome. Better car than it was. My God.
Just hanging it out.
I see him, I see him.
Yep. Stay flat.
Woo! We're getting hot.
About 200. It's not too bad yet. A little on the spicy side.
Yeah.
Oh, little rubbing going on somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want to start a fire. Oh, we're in a hot temp, I think. We're in some kind of safety mode. Can I pull off here?
Yeah.
What happens?
I don't know. It sounds weird.
I mean, we just went out with a stock radiator and just gave it the sauce for quite some time.
Full beans.
So we were at a pretty steep learning curve, but I felt like we hung really good. We were flying.
We crushed.
We were flying. The car drives very well. Clearly, the grig setup in the back, the torque arm, and the Watts-Link are awesome. There's no way this car would have hung with those cars with the old 4-link setup.
No way. Not a chance.
Not a chance,
Not a
dude.
chance.
So it really put the power down coming out of turns. It was super composed, a ton of grip. Eventually, it blew the upper radiator hose off, which makes us the absolute biggest clowns out here because we had to shut down the session, coming down the straight. We've got some rubbing going on in the back, which is a bummer. And it's definitely, this stock radiator is not going to do these long, extended sessions, but it's such a better car to drive.
All right, now that we got this thing cooled off, sort of, definitely had a little bit of rubbing. We're gonna jack it up, take the wheels off.
So the idea is we're gonna find these witness marks. You can see where the paint and undercoating has been rubbed bare in the front and the back. So I'm gonna take this big ol' hammer and we're gonna have a conversation with this metal here. Yeah, I gotta get under.
Nice work.
Trying to get that, I'm trying to square it off. All right, you do that. I'm gonna take some tire pressure out the front. Pull probably 5 PSI out of it. We'll be in business. We're also gonna make a little bit of clearance in the front end area, right at the wheel wells, because it's rubbing.
This is why you try to do everything you can while you're in the shop, because you come out to the track and you start doing things that aren't so nice.
Now it's time for Jimmy to get behind the wheel. I will take the ride, and we're gonna have some fun. Hold on. We good? Go. We are out here. Come on, baby.
This thing's ripping.
Oh, you're good.
I lost clutch.
What?
I lost the clutch. Nothing at the pedal.
Okay, well, that was a nice lap. You were flying.
Starting to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
I feel like it lost
It's a cable.
Oh, it is a cable.
We lost the clutch. We're pulling it. There's a cable clutch. I thought maybe the cable just came off.
It did pop off the top, right?
But we got it back on. It's not doing anything. So we're looking for some weak points. We found them. Successful track day.
That was a great track day.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I got one lap in.
Well, that's all you need.
And I feel fantastic about it.
One and done. So that is it for this episode of Hot Rod Garage. It came grinding to an abrupt halt.
Did I do that?
You did it. It's fine. I've done it. I've been there.
I've seen the episodes. Yes, I know.
But I am honestly extremely impressed with how this car drove out there.
Same. This Griggs rear suspension is just ideal for these Mustangs, obviously.
And listen, I promise we're gonna bring this thing back for bigger and better racing. And before we do that, we're gonna dial in that front suspension, get some more grip out of the front, probably add some cage because we're gonna do some gnarly things with it.
It's a great start.
Huge thanks to Jimmy for coming in and filling in for our boy Lucky. He will be here next time. You did an awesome job. I'll let him know what you did to this car when he's fixing it.
Hey, I'm glad I don't have to.
Thanks to everyone who made the episode happen. We've got the guys from Griggs with that killer torque arm Watts link setup, QA1 with their coilovers, Steeda just piling on the Mustang parts, and the guys at Team Towpack over here at Willow Springs putting on really, really fun events. If you're even thinking about it at all, come out, jump in the beginner group, and have a blast.
I would definitely do that.
Don't forget to check us all out on social media. You can keep up with Jimmy. He's iConcepts on Instagram. I'm Tangelo96. Lucky is Mobile Tech Lucky. The show is Hot Rod Garage Show on Facebook and Instagram, and we will see you guys next time.
Check it out.
Ow, that's my head. Ah, why did you do that?
You can no longer sit in the back seat, kids, once you put this in. Jimmy.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
Explain that more scientifically.
Scientifically speaking, that would mean that two arms going different directions are gonna have a limited point of contraction.